Here I am again in the Korengal Valley, a million fucking degrees, trying to sleep. But I can't. Word was put out a couple of days ago that the local youth group were becoming a lot more brazen with their attacks on our small outpost. Some of the lower pay grades were starting rumors that they would hear people walking around in the middle of night when they were on detail. Which doesn't seem right. There were strict rules of staying indoors whenever possible, unless of course you were pulling guard because of recent mortar attacks. Last night I heard a man humming outside our door. I got up as silently as I could, but when I opened the door, nobody was out there besides. Every noise that night made my body explode with adrenaline. The sound of the wind filtering around sandbags, the sound of nervously cleaning his M4, all sounded like the kickoff of an attack. If the heat didn't kill me, the lack of restful sleep would. I finally had enough of just staring at the bunk above me, and decided that, against my best judgment, I was going outside for some fresh air. I push the plywood door of our hut open and very quietly step outside. I see that no one is chilling with the 50 that's nested on the south end of the OP. Determined to find this asshole and drop the full weight of my 3 stripes and 2 rockers on this asshole, I go storming around the building to check the other stations. Not a soul to be found. Freaking the fuck out, I run back inside to grab my sidearm. I explode through the plywood door and almost instantly my heart sank. All 15 bunks empty. Even the little crate that housed Riley, our bomb sniffer, was empty. I want to vomit, I'm so scared. I step slowing back outside to check the other buildings, and I see him. A tall figure, about 6.5 feet I estimate, standing in the 50 nest. The only feature I can make out is a red beard that was obviously dyed that way, and his black robe. I motion to draw my handgun, only to find it laying on the ground a few feet in front of me. When I look up again, he stands only a foot away from me. All he says, "Burn." I open my eyes. I'm back in my own bed? A quick jump to my feet and a good scan confirm it. This is my bedroom. That's my bed. That's my giant sweat stain engulfing the right half. I see my therapy dog, Amigo, curled up in front of the bathroom, but my wife isn't here for some reason. I stumble down the hall, still rubbing the sleep out of my eyes. Everything seems normal. As I get into the kitchen, I immediately rip through the cupboards looking for the Folgers jar to get the day started. It looks like someone cleaned every last item out of my kitchen. After a few good minutes of saying fuck, crying, and petting Amigo, my eyes are drawn to a pile of papers on the coffee table. They're divorce papers, attached to the legal paperwork. There was a handwritten note from my wife. "Ashton, I'm so sorry I didn't have the strength to talk about this with you. I truly am. For pretty obvious reasons, I can't tell you where I'm staying. I'm safe and happy. You need help, Ashton. It broke my heart to see you suffering so deeply and knowing there wasn't a thing I could do about it. All the anger, violence, hate. Dr. Eldridge informed me of your failed suicide attempt when I was out of town. Perhaps the most heartbreaking part. You can get better, sweetheart, but for my safety, it will have to be without me. Love, Angela." Now I sit in an empty house with an empty bed and an empty heart. I take a seat on the couch. Amigo lies next to me. I guess I never really left Afghanistan. The person that went there to fight on the behalf of the people that couldn't, died. And what came back was a hollow void of emotion and sorrow.